Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my September TBR. I know you guys can already send the booze and the tomatoes in the chat. I get it. I know. I've been really busy this summer with my own personal health stuff as well as other things that I've been doing. So I am I'm sorry that I've really been off my game with getting content posted on honestly all of my platforms, but especially here on YouTube. I'm hoping that now that I'm back in school, back into my semester, that things will kind of get back to normal, because like I did a pretty good job last semester, so I'm really hopeful. But yeah, I decided that, you know what, I would just wait and do a refresh and start with the TBR. So that's why I didn't post anything last week, even though I did have an idea. I just decided, you know what, let's just start fresh, TBR, okay. So hopefully now I'll be back to posting weekly, or at least every other week, instead of once a month. So this is my September TBR. I just decided to pick books that I was kind of interested in. So didn't have like a big special like, oh, I used a wheel or I used a TBR jar. Literally just like was like, okay, that looks interesting. Let's put that on the TBR. So most of them are on my Kindle. I did not bring that many books back. I kind of was so indecisive on what I wanted to do. Like, did I want to bring fantasy books back? Did I want to bring romance books? And then it was like, okay, I'll bring a mixture of both. But then it was like, well, which ones? And like, it just got to be a whole thing. So I'm going to be home again in like a month. So I decided that when I am coming back here after that, I'll just bring them back then. So I'll have a little bit of time to kind of like miss my books and see which ones are like really like calling out to me. But yeah, so that's why only one of these is a physical book. The rest are all going to be Kindle books. But I hope that you guys enjoy. Welcome back. I know I've been gone forever. This is my own fault, not yours. But thank you all who have, you know, stayed and still watch my videos when I did post them every once in a while. I know that you could have gone elsewhere and watched other videos and just totally have forgot about me, but the fact that you still came and watched mine, I really do appreciate it. So we should be back on our normal routine now. But yeah, let's just get into September's TBR. All right, so we'll start with the physical book first. So we have The Low Wager by Lynn Painter. This is one of her more like new adult romances instead of like YA romances. And I've had it for a while and I've been intrigued because I really liked Better Than the Movies. But that was again one of more of her YA romances. So I'm curious to see, do I also like her new adults or maybe just her YA? Kind of want to see. I've heard mixed things about this one, but honestly I've heard mixed things about any of her new adult books, and I think that's partially because when you do YA and new adult, you're gonna have viewers who are gonna feel more towards one way and more towards another. So I feel like it's kind of normal. So I still want to give my own opinion of it, and I've had it on my TBR forever, like my big, basically every book I own and need to read TBR, that I'm like, you know what, let's put it on September's. Let's see if September is finally the month. Will it be? I don't know. Will it be? I don't know. You gonna have to come back in late September, early October and find out. Okay, so the second book on my TBR is on the Kindle, and obviously the rest of them are also on the Kindle. And that is, where is it? Yeah, Wild Like Us by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is the 8th book. I cannot believe that I'm gonna be on the 8th book of that. Like, it's just crazy to me. Of the Like Us series. I still haven't finished the 7th one. I will. I'm getting there. I'm already over halfway done with it. It out of all of them has been my least favorite, but it has gotten better. I like it better. But yeah, summer was just so busy and it just put me in a reading slump because anytime I had free time I was just exhausted and I was like, I'm just gonna lay and go to sleep. So didn't get as much reading done, but I do want to finish like a series before the end of the year, so definitely getting those on board. So Wild Like Us is the next one. Okay, the next book is one that I'm so excited for and like really wish I had the physical copy of, but I don't. I will get it, I just don't have it right now. But that is Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. It is the 3rd and final book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. Sorry, I was like, what is it called again? It just came out when you guys are watching this, probably last week or maybe a couple days ago. I don't know, we'll see how quickly I get it edited, but it did come out very recently. and I've been super excited for it. I loved the first one. I loved the second one. I know I'm gonna love this one. Her writing is just so like quick and easy to get through, and it's fun, but it still also makes you feel all the emotions. Like, I don't know, I just really like Lauren Asher and her writing. So I'm very much excited for that, and like I said, I will get the physical book. I just don't have it right now, so it will be read on my Kindle for now, which is okay. And then when I get the physical one, maybe I'll reread it, who knows. But for now, that is the third book on my TBR. Okay, the fourth book that I have is Never Have I Ever. So I do have the physical copy of this book, but it is at home. So I kind of thought, okay, maybe I read the first book, and if I like it, then I bring the rest of them. I mean, I probably bring the first one with just to like have them all together. But then like I could bring them with and read them in physical form. Maybe if I really like it, I just go through all of them and then it won't matter. But I do have them on my like physical TBR. So I do want to still try to read those books before reading other ones, just because like I'm really trying to read more of the books I already own than buying more, which you all should be proud of me. I think there was maybe one book haul, and that's maybe this entire summer. I barely bought any books for myself this summer. I was very busy doing some quote-unquote self-employment entrepreneur-y like things with a different hobby of mine. So I didn't buy as many books, which is really sad, but I'm very proud of myself for holding through. That'll just make Christmas more exciting, because I'll be like, oh my goodness, I have not bought books in a hot minute, and usually I get at least one gift card, if not like two, so I'll be like, straight to the Barnes & Noble, thank you. But yeah, anyways, Never Have I Ever, that is my next book. I have been wanting to read this book, but really the whole series, for a while now. I think it's a fun idea to kind of like make a college like romance series and have each book be the title of like a game that college students may or may not play. I say may or may not because like it just depends on your college experience. I know that I've definitely played some of these, but I also played some of these in high school and middle school, so like but I definitely can see kind of like where things could go with those books and stuff. So I don't know, I'm just very intrigued and excited. And obviously as a college student, it's fun to read college romances. It kind of, you know, not that like some of them don't feel very accurate, but like sometimes they do, and like I don't know, they're still just a fun time to read. It feels a little bit like escapism, but with some reality still sprinkled in there. So that is my next book. All right, and our final book on the TBR is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to find a drum roll sound thing or not. So if I don't, and that was really embarrassing, please just proceed on the video and pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, we're going to read The Boyfriend, hopefully. I actually should not say we are. We are hopefully going to, because I should not guarantee things that I know I cannot keep. Again, I have the physical copy if it's not here. But again, wanting to get through the, you know, physical TBR that I have, and I know that I don't have the like a series in physical form, but that doesn't matter when I have like every other book in that universe that's out except for that series and Burn Bright, which like just came out. So don't come at me for those ones. They count. It's so that I can ask my parents for the whole series for Christmas and them not be like, but what if you don't like it? I'd be like, but I've already read it. You know, see, and Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, because I know sometimes you watch, love you. But yeah, anyways, really trying to get that physical TBR, you know, cleared up and read. Also just so that like I know, is it really worth keeping these books? Like, did I even like it? No, get rid of it. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I feel like I like it. Frida McFadden, I've read 3 of her books now. They were all very entertaining. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, 5 stars, best book I've ever read. But it was also not like, ooh, let's not do that again. It was like, oh, okay, had a fun time, you know? And sometimes I just need like a little like mixer, you know? Romance. It's like, it can sometimes be a lot. So, you know, you throw the fantasy in there, you throw the romantasy in there, you throw the thriller in there, you know? Gotta change things up every once in a while. Maybe even a historical fiction, because I need to read some more Kristen Hanna books. Specifically The Nightingale, because it's becoming a movie and I need to read it before the movie and blah, whatever. You know what I mean? I go off on tangents and I need to stop because it makes my life more difficult with editing. But yeah, those are the 5 books, I'm pretty sure. think that was 5 that I'll be reading. So it was The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, Wild Like Us, Krista Mecca-Ritchie, which I'm also excited for that one because it'll be the start of a new couple, which is exciting. It's one that I've been waiting for. Never Have I Ever. Oh, and Love Arranged. I was like, I know I'm forgetting one. What is it? It's Lauren Asher's new book, der. But yeah, those are the 5 books I have on my TBR. Will I get to them? I really can't. I really can't tell you. I will say I'm feeling good about it. Like, a lot of times my urge to read is when I'm stressed and tired after a long day of school. So I'm very hopeful that we'll get to it. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully at least one of them. My July, no, okay. Apparently I need to drop out of college and go back to elementary school because I don't know how the months work anymore. Okay, my August reading wrap-up will be up hopefully next week. It will be very short. Do not expect much. I did not read very much at all. It may be 1 book. So, but I do still want to get, you know, back in the habit of posting. So it may be like a 5-minute video, but it'll be something. Maybe I'll even split it, like I'll do like, you know, a recommendations video, but right at the beginning I'll be like, oh, by the way, you know, we'll see. But I will still let you know what I read, or at least like if I don't finish a book somehow, even though I think I already did, but if I don't, I'll be like, this is what I'm actively reading and is almost done, because it is almost done what I am actively reading. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna shut up now because I, again, literally cannot help but just ramble on and ramble on and ramble on. So we're gonna stop now and go into our outro. Okay guys, well, that was my video. I hope that you enjoyed. I know it was a little chaotic, but honestly, is it a video with me if it's not chaotic? I feel like the answer is no. I really do. I feel like all of my videos are chaotic in some way or another. So you're welcome. I hope that you enjoy it. But like I said, hopefully getting back up into the routine of posting, and I should hopefully also be more active on my other social medias if you follow me on there as well. And if you don't, you should, because they're pretty great. And especially Instagram, I post a lot more on there than any of the other 2 platforms, which I have YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. And if you guys are curious about my, I was gonna say side hustle as like a joke, because like I'm not using it as like a form of like full-on income, but like I use it kind of as like extra money per se, but like it's not like tons and tons of it. Let me know. I could, you know what, I'll just do it really quick. I have 2 right here. I have the kind of the things right here. I'm gonna do it really quick. It is going to be quick, I promise. Okay, so if you do not know, I am obsessed with Disney Doorables. Like, it is bad. And if you do not know what Disney Doorables are, they are little Disney figurines. So for example, this is Stitch. He's in a little floaty. So there's a bunch of different series with a bunch of different characters, blah, 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 blah. You can go do your own little research if you want. But I'm obsessed with collecting them. And I've now also started to sell them just as is, but I've also started to sell them as keychains. Like this is Stitch as a keychain. He has a little tassel. I've also made keychains where there are beads here as well. This one just doesn't, but keychains. And then I have also made pens. So this is a pen that I made. It's in this because it's for someone and I have to give it to them. But I put the Doorables on keychains or on pens or just as is. So if you're interested in those, specifically the pen and the keychain, I don't really sell the Doorables by themselves on Etsy. I do have an Etsy shop that I will link down below. But if you guys want to buy the Doorables, I'm on Whatnot for the Doorables. It's Pages Worlds 4 on both places, I'm pretty sure. So again, I'll link the Etsy down below if you're interested. I have custom ones and pre-made stuff, so you should be able to find something you like. And if you don't, you can always message me and ask like, hey, do you have this character? And if I do, I can add it into the listing. And if I don't, I can look for it for you. So yeah, that was just my own little plug, but I just started my Etsy shop, so like I was like, you know what, why not? You guys might like it and you might not. That's okay. No worries. I do plan to also start making bookmarks, both with Doorables and without. But I kind of want to get the pens and keychain stuff kind of going with a little bit of money coming in before I branch out into that. But I am really excited if I do get to go to the bookmark route, which I'm really hoping I will. I think they're going to be really cool. So even if you're not into the adorable keychain and pens, you might still want to keep an eye out on my Etsy every once in a while. I'm sure I'll let you guys know, but again. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I hope that you guys are all having a great day. I know that I'm back in my, semester. If you guys are back in your semester of school, I hope that it's going well. I hope that it's not too stressful yet, but I know that sometimes it's just like stress. Like you get it. There's no like kind of, stepping in the, shallow end and going into the deep end. It's like you have just been thrown in the deep end and you're swimming for your life. So I hope it's not, but if it is, you guys have got this. It is going to be a great year, I hope. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on here, and make sure to follow me on all my other platforms, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!